Oh my God, it's getting hot in here. Maybe I should have the AC on. Ooh-wee. Give me a sewing challenge. I'll give you what you like. No! Okay. We're done. Hey MsMojo fans, I am Sam, here to break down RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 5, Episode 6, the Charles Family Backyard Ball. Because we will be discussing specific details from the episode, a spoiler alert is in effect, and stick around to the end and you will see our scorecard, see how the queens are doing this season. This week's challenge is the Charles Family Backyard Ball, which means the queens have to construct 2 looks, one with a persona of someone who has some sort of relation to RuPaul and a secret, and another that's a more eleganza ball look based on some backyard picnic materials. Our guest judge this week is pop star extraordinaire Bibi Rexha. We're at the top 5. It's a big challenge. If you're ready to go, I'm ready to go. Let's do this. So at the beginning of the episode, we see that the Alexis and India drama from last week is looming heavy over everything. I don't know what team you're on. At this point, I'm feeling on Team Alexis. Seems like India might have stretched a bit of the truth there, to me at least. Alexis seems to feel very hurt that India is accusing her of these things, but no one knows what to think. So Alexis knows that her head could be on the chopping block if she doesn't school this challenge.
I have to be perfection because the girls are gonna vote me out as soon as they have the chance. Hands down.
We know that Shay is a master constructor of garments. She's helping out some of these queens that are hurting a little bit. Jujube seems to be hurting. Miss Cracker seems to be frustrated. Shay just being the image of grace, helping them all out. Hopefully that scores her points and doesn't cost her anything on her looks. We'll see. Ru having some emotional moments in the walkthrough. Shay talking about how her father unfortunately passed away right before the beginning of season 9, and her sister soon after that, not being able to share those moments with her family members. Ru then having an emotional moment with Jujube, talking about sobriety and moving forward without drugs or alcohol.
I'm not completely found, but I'm not as lost as I used to be. If that makes any sense.
Oh, that sounds like a gospel song.
We see these emotional moments happening, this family coming together, perhaps appropriate because the challenge is family barbecue themed. So let's get at it. So first up is Ms. Cracker as Jocelyn Opal Rose, aka
she's got a lot of nerve showing her face around here after all these years.
I found this to be Ms. Cracker at her finest. She had a fully rounded character. She was really showing the judges who she was. There was an edge to it, you know, it wasn't too polished or that type of cracker that gets in her head too much, but there still were the details. I really liked the cigarette hanging out of her bra. I really, really loved Cracker's character for this one. Next to the stage was Jujube with a giant tortilla chip hat. Could have poured salsa on that and ate it. Jujube coming in as Ping, aka Amber. And she just had the playful, fun Jujube energy she always does. Why you gagging? Why you laughing? Juju brings it to us every challenge. You know she's gonna come with the jokes, the personality. Mwah, Juju, yes.
But everybody in my family calls me Amber.
Amber. Next to the stage, we have Blair St Claire, aka Darlene, aka Stanky. She was giving us Tiger King mullet, also with the more glam makeup and fishnets. I thought it was a great look. I don't know if it was the best character of the night. Whereas we saw with Ms. Cracker, she really had those rough edges. Blair didn't have them so much for me. Seemed a little too nice and neat for the character she was trying to be. Next to the stage, we had Shay Coulee, aka Shaquita, aka Lil Kiki. I love this character. She made an allusion to another character she did in season 9. That's great. She's drawing on her own mythology here, which is such a Shay thing to do. All the pieces I loved, but I just didn't see them matching together so much. Something's a little bit off, but I'm so in awe of everything she does on the runway that it takes me a minute to catch on to it. That might have been it for me. I loved every single piece, maybe just not together. After Shay, we had Alexis Mateo come to the stage. Carmen Tica? Conchita? Quizás? No sé. Ella es guapa. And that's the end of my Spanish for today. This has been Spanish with Sam. This has been butchered Spanish with Sam. So Alexis Mateo, she's coming in bringing us a lime green and pink fantasy. I really liked it. It was simple. It was her. She had the energy. She had the character all down. The wig reveal I didn't really get what place it had at a barbecue. I've never been to a barbecue with a wig reveal, but Alexis Mateo has never been to any of my barbecues. So maybe I'm the one at a loss. She's always over the top, but also not over the top, you know? So now we're at the runway. Category is Backyard Ball Eleganza. First up to the stage is Miss Cracker. She had a lovely look. I love the construction of this. Obviously with a little help from Shay. She mentioned that to the judges. I love the silhouette, the patterns, the colors. It all works so well. The details, Cracker is all about the details. After Cracker, we had to the stage Jujube. All I thought when she came to the stage was, hello Bianca Del Rio. Giving us the classic silhouette, the watermelon vibe. I loved her wig, her hair was amazing. Everything was just so on point. The colors, the shapes. Mwah! Jujube, you're killing it tonight. After Jujube, we had to the stage Blair St Claire. I do declare, in a pastel flowy garment. It had some cool patterns, colors. It did kind of look messy, especially when compared to some of the others. I could see what she was going for. I loved her makeup. I loved her hair. I saw what the judges said though, in terms of she could have gone further with it. It's down to the teensy little details, and Blair, you could kind of tell something was off. But yeah, that smoky eye. Ooh, I love you, Blair St Claire. And so after Blair, we had the amazing Shay Coulee giving us some sort of wedding assless chaps moment, take it to the chapel. This again was Shay Coulee having a bunch of cool elements that didn't necessarily fit. Maybe that's what she was going for. I kind of had that thing in the back of my mind of like, you helped Cracker and Jujube make these amazing outfits, and yours, I didn't see the full concept to it. I think if it were anyone other than Shay Coulee, she might have got clocked on the fit of those pants. But again, she can sell a runway. She can take all these things and you can tell the detail that's put into them with the shuttlecocks, or birdies as the good Christian woman calls them. It's cool, it's hot, it's sexy. It's a lot of different things at once that shouldn't go together, but Shay Coulee just makes it look effortless. And so the final look to come to the stage is Alexis Mateo. This might have been my favorite look all night. The classic pageant hair all the way up, the colors, the silhouette. Carson was talking about how the proportions at the bottom didn't work for him. I found it worked perfectly for me. The hoop skirt was just such an amazing thought, and then it turned into a gag. The monochromatic red, everything is so her, so on point, but also elevated. So Alexis Mateo gets a shoot from me. Am I allowed to give those out? I don't have a thread here. What do I give? Let me know in the comments below if you know what my version of a shoot should be. Who was your favorite runway look? Who was your favorite character? Who slayed the challenge the best? Let us know in the comments below. We're at such a high level, so really it's anyone's game at this point. Inevitably, even though it's anyone's game, someone has to win, and this week it was Ms. Cracker. Cracker? Sammy want a cracker. Cracker with an amazing character and a great runway look to boot, showing the judges, showing all of us who she is, why she deserves to be one of the top 4 all-stars. Congratulations, Ms. Cracker, well deserved. And so, as we found out last week, if you're not the top all-star of the week, you are in the bottom. So that means all 4 other queens are in the bottom. Cracker has a decision to make. Right away, she's just like, I'm not voting for Juju or Shay. We all know Juju and Shay are the top contenders, and we're playing a respectful game this time around. If Shay helps you out with your garment, you're not gonna kick her off. She brings it down to Blair and Alexis as the bottom 2. Fair enough, in the challenge, everyone was close enough, but they had the harshest critiques. She's going by the Alaska Code, which states that if someone lends you any article of clothing, you're not gonna vote them off.
One of these queens, week after week, has brought a level of beauty and excellence to this runway and to the art form of drag. And one of these queens is the person who lent me this very shirt that I'm wearing tonight.
And speaking of Alaska not voting people off, our lip sync assassin this week is Roxy Andrews.
I'm Roxy Andrews, and I'm here to make it clear. I know you love me, baby. That's why you brought me here again.
We have an Ariana Grande song for the lip sync. As the girls get at it, Cracker v Roxy. We see why Roxy Andrews is such a pro. Right from the beginning, you could tell everyone was locked on Roxy Andrews. What's she doing? What's the next reveal gonna be? Is she gonna bring the thick and juicy? And honey, she done brought it. And so, since Roxy Andrews wins the lip sync, the elimination is up to the rest of the queens, and they vote to eliminate Alexis Mateo. She lives on as a 3-time All-Star. We have nothing but love for you, Alexis. Mwah. C'est la vie, Alexis Mateo. Que sera, sera, Alexis Mateo. She gets that one for this send-off. Que sera, sera. This brings us to the scorecard. As is happening now, there is one winner and everyone else is in the bottom. So this means that winning a competition and a lip sync can put you miles ahead of the other competition who's just gonna be losing points if they don't win. So Ms. Cracker winning this one puts her at 4.5 points. Behind her is Shay with 3 points. Behind Shay is Jujube with 2.5, and bringing up the rear is Blair with 0.5 points. So now we switch to our power rankings, which are just the last 3 weeks. The standings don't actually change. Ms. Cracker's still on top with 3.5. Behind her is Shay with 1.5, Jujube with -1, and Blair with -2. The scorecard has not been lying this season. There was a little bit with India and Mayhem where it seemed like it might have been India's turn to go, but other than that, it's been pretty consistently an oracle for who's been staying and going. A testament to how not shady these ladies are. So that is it for us. Be sure to let us know what you thought of the episode in the comments below. Who was your favorite runway, competition? Did the right person win? Did the right person go home? We want to hear it all from you. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell, get the notifications on your phone to get Miss Mojo in your eyes and ears every time we publish a new video. As always, you can follow us on Instagram at MsWatchMojo, me on Instagram at TheBeatEasy, or on Twitter at BeatEasy. Thanks for tuning in. I will see you next week, same time, same place. Bye-bye. Toodaloo. Toodaloo. Oh God, is this ridiculous?